baby. Breathe. Breathe. Come on. Hey! You all right?
You hold me.
Yeah. You want to tell me what's wrong? Kelly, did something happen on your way to work?
No, I went. Do you remember me telling you about that new girl, Barbara?
She worked the closing shift with you, right?
She's dead.
What?
Just last night.
Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. Honey, didn't you work with her last night?
Yeah, it was really slow, and she said she'd close up for me, so I came home early. And I guess the police think somebody came to La Mesa while she was locking up. Joe, she had been raped and strangled with one of her stockings.
Oh, God, Kelly.
Why did I leave her alone?
No, wait, Kelly, you can't do that to yourself. There are plenty of times you've closed up that place yourself. Can you imagine if you had stayed there and she left early?
They think it was somebody she knew, or maybe one of our regular customers, I don't know. There were cops everywhere, and they want to come back and ask me questions later.
All right, that's it. You're not going back to that place.
Joe, they won't let it happen again. They've got one room open in the restaurant. They said they'd call me back this afternoon when they open the dining room.
Well, you're crazy. Now, if that's them.
Hello?
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Daddy.
I'd like to see you and Joe this afternoon if I can. Could you come by the house about 3?
I don't think so. Joe has an interview, and I may have to work.
Well, Kit and I have been rethinking some things, and, well, I wouldn't ask you unless I thought it was important.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Mason.
I don't know, Daddy. I'll see what I can do. I'll call you later. Bye.
Well, how is the old man? I hope you didn't cut him off on my account.
Are you here because of Barbara Anderson, Mason?
No. Leslie? This is, Leslie Green, my stenographer.
Wait a minute.
What's all this about?
This is an official, not a family visit. We're here to take depositions in the Lionel Lockridge case.
Marcello!
Guess whose? I'm indestructible, aren't I? Your boyfriend won't even be able to push me off the train anymore, will he? Yeah, it really doesn't look as if he's going to be able to. No, I want some answers from you. And I want them now. There is no place to go.
Stop it! Help!
Get it! Even if your boyfriend comes too, he'll never think to look for you here in the men's room.
I'm gonna scream!
Forget it! You can scream all you want. The car's empty. We're alone at last, and I want some answers. And the first thing I want to know is where the hell have you been for the last 15 years?
But Warren admitted that he stole those coins, in so many words, right in this room.
You mentioned Summer Blake. How much did she know?
Something about the coins, obviously.
Mason, she and Warren were very tight. If she knew any more, she wouldn't have let on.
Didn't she leave town kind of suddenly a few weeks ago?
I doubt it had anything to do with that. She'd always said she wished she hadn't gotten in the middle like that.
In other words, she might have found out more than she wanted to know.
I didn't get that impression.
In which case, she might be able to give me some answers that the Lockridges won't. You know where I can find her?
Hey, it's been a long time since Warren confided in me.
I don't know where she is. I have no idea.
Well, I bet I know who does. That's it, Leslie. We thank you both. Kelly, do you know if Dad was at home or at the office when he called?
Home? Why?
Well, if Summer told anyone where she was going, it would be her sister. And if I'm going to talk to Gina, I guess that means bearding the lion in his den. Thank you for the warm reception.
Come on. Wake up. Wake up already. Come on. Come on. Hey.
Oh, you animal. What, are you so desperate?
I can take advantage of you.
Don't get up. Just sit down. Sit down.
Hey. Ow.
What, I took advantage of you while you were trying to drown?
Wait.
I guess that was kind of cheeky of me, huh? Okay.
I was under the water.
How many times do I have to tell you? When the gauge on the tank hits the red, you're out of air.
Did I hit you?
It wasn't that much of a hit.
I'm sorry. I guess that was really careless of me.
I think we can safely say that of all the stupid things you've ever done, going back for that sword was the dumbest.
The sword. Oh no, we dropped it and we were gonna flip it. Oh, Cruz, I can't believe it. I can't believe you have it. That is so wonderful. I take back all the rotten things I ever said about you except one or two.
Not to belabor the point, but I just saved your life. And you're making me out to be a hero because of some stupid piece of junk?
Thank you for saving my life, too.
Yeah, well, don't ask me to do it again anytime soon.
Daddy is gonna love this.
What?
Look, it's got the Capwell coat of arms on it and everything.
You're
Isn't
crazy.
it neat?
You're certifiable. You don't even know how insane you are. You almost drowned to put a smile on your daddy's face? Why don't you do him a real favor and wise up? Nobody is worth risking your life over, Eden.
You didn't think that way. You just went down and got me.
Well, that was different.
Why?
I didn't have any choice.
Yes, you did. You could have let me drown.
Well, I'm considering throwing you back now.
Oh, you just think I'm some kind of crazy person who's to be saved from herself.
Do you know what almost happened down there?
I almost died, didn't I?
Yeah. You really, truly scared me, baby.
I'm sorry.
You don't know what went through my mind when I thought I might never have a chance to be with you again.
I'm here now.
I can't understand how we let this distance come between us.
You have beautiful hands.
You tried to make me lose my mind. You haunted me at the graveyard. You planted all those things in my house. The coins, the notes, the clippings, everything. Why, Sophia?
You know why? Because you tried to kill me just like you killed my son.
It's not
You
true.
pushed me overboard, you shoved me off the boat, and then you
That
ran
is not
down.
true! None of it's true!
Yes, it is! Now, I won't listen to you. You don't know what it has cost me to lose my family because I was trying to save my own life. And I'm going to
Punish me. Punish me.
Oh, why did I ever get involved with you in the first place?
Because you loved me, and I loved you.
No!
You didn't break it off because you couldn't.
I couldn't break it off because I was afraid of what you'd do, and I was right.
Those nights you came to me,
No. You came to me, and I let you.
you let me because you couldn't love Cece. You could only love one man at a time, and I was that man.
I hate you. I hated you then.
You loved me then, too.
No, all I wanted was Cece. All I wanted was my family. And if you wanted me, why didn't you leave Augusta? And thank God you didn't, because you've ruined my life enough already.
Now listen! Nothing that you can say, nothing can ever touch what we had. We didn't call it off because we couldn't. We were powerless to stop it. And you know that. Yeah. Yes, you do. We're stopping. There's no station here. Why are we stopping?
Garrett.
I know. You can get this thing moving again. I may be here for a while.
Oh, we're a little behind schedule. We got your radio call. Who are you looking for?
This man. California's been looking for him for murder.
He's here. I just don't know where exactly he may...
You run the train. I'll find him.
Mason, you know Cece doesn't want you here.
Well, I'm not here to see him. I'm here to see you. I want to find out where Summer is.
No, I won't tell you where she is.
It's about the Lionel Lockridge case. She may have information that I need.
She doesn't want to see anyone.
Gina, what she wants or doesn't want is immaterial. This is a murder case, and I can easily have her subpoenaed, let the police do the legwork for me. I'd rather it was her choice.
What if you called her on the telephone? You could ask her anything you want.
I can't. It has to be here. I need a signed deposition witnessed and taken down by a court stenographer.
Mason, I don't want her dragged into this.
In my office by 5. I don't care how you get her there.
All right, but I'm going to be there when you take her deposition.
What are you doing here?
I had a professional call to pay on Gina.
You seem to use your professional duty as an excuse to do anything you damn well please. But not in my house. Get out of here.
I think it would be a wise decision on your part, Gina, to escape from this snake pit while you still can.
Why did you want to talk to your sister?
He thinks she might know something about the Lockridge case.
I thought she was in a private hospital somewhere.
Yeah, an outpatient clinic in Los Angeles.
Gina, I know you've told me that she was in an emotional condition right now. But if she can help convict Lionel, I'll send my pilot down there this afternoon and bring her back. And I'll call the DA to make sure that nobody gives her a hard time.
Oh, Cece, that would be wonderful. It would make it as painless as possible for her. Oh, thank you very much.
You're better than I remembered.
So are you.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Well, later.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just, don't want you mistaking gratitude for something else.
I'm not mistaking anything.
Oh, yes, you are, totally.
Not this game, please, baby. I know this game and I don't like it.
Look, you saved my life, and I've saved your life once, and now the slate's all clear.
You get off on this? You let things get started and then you bail out? That's pathetic.
I suppose you never play games.
Yeah, sure, why not? Because I know that the minute I stop playing games, the minute I let you know I want you, I get slapped in the face.
Look, we're all even, okay, Cruz? So you just stop trying to collect. We're business partners, right? Look, it's real obvious that desk in the diary isn't down there. So, I think we should go looking for it. If the library has any records up to 1884, then they should have some news on the Lockridge. After all, a lot of stuff was washed up over there, you know.
What makes you think I'll take orders from you?
You always do.
Is that so? Is that so? Come here.
What makes you think I'll take orders from you?
You always do. Come here. Closer. I'll help you find that desk. But this partnership is about a 50-50 split of that emerald. You got that?
Of course.
I wouldn't want you mistaking greed for anything else.
Like what?
No. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. Not twice in 5 minutes, anyway. Now, why don't you get your butt up on board, sailor, and pull anchor?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hey, and while you're at it, while you're thinking about it, for now, why don't you start calling me Mr. Castillo?
Mr. Castillo. Are you still mad at me?
About what?
Are you gonna help me find those old library records?
Hey, I'm tired. I already salvaged a 150-pound corpse today, remember?
150?
Besides,
No, wait a second.
you're not gonna find anything.
I suppose you have a better idea.
I always do.
Right. So when you need me to work, you can reach me at my father's if you can.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
You are going to meet me at Daddy's after your interview, right?
Yeah, but Kelly, I think you and I need to talk about your going back to La Mesa.
Miss Capwell? Oh, is it convenient for me to ask you a couple more questions now?
This must be our day for it.
Yeah, that's fine. Come on in.
Thank you. I'll try to make it as fast as I can. Okay, to begin with, you told me that Miss Anderson had just come to work at La Mesa about 2 weeks or so ago. Your boss says 10 days.
Yeah, she was waiting for her second paycheck.
Oh, well, that explains that. Second item. You said you knew nothing about her before she walked into the restaurant.
No, I don't know where she was from. She had mentioned places she had visited, but I don't know where she came from.
Did she say anything at all about a boyfriend?
Yeah, she was engaged once. He had moved to Australia. He sent a few postcards.
We know about him. We found the postcards in the apartment. There was nobody else, though.
No.
Okay, one other item. If you can help me out on this. Here it is. You think you'd be able to identify a perfume if she wore it often?
I can try.
Here. Oh. Sorry, women don't smell perfume that way, do they? Might as well do it right.
No, that wasn't it. I would have noticed if Barbara wore something this strong. This is almost pungent.
Well, thanks anyway. I knew it was a long shot.
Kelly, do you recognize her?
I think I do. I know it wasn't Barbara's, though. But this is not the first time I smoked this fragrance. I don't exactly remember where I did.
Since Neil Duffy don't know how to hide, I'm going to go over every inch of this train. Don't you got something to do?
Well, I just don't want the passengers to be alive.
Go ahead, Lionel. I want to make you sweat a little bit before I scream at the top of my lungs and they take you back to jail.
You won't.
Oh, yes, I will. Come on, Lionel, try to talk me out of it. You're so good with words.
I don't have to talk you out of it. Because if you scream, I'll tell the world that you're alive. Now, is that what you want? Is that really what you want? Think about it. You just think about it. Think about the rage your family will feel. They find out after 15 years how they grieved for you. Think about that, Sophia.
They won't believe you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they will. Kelly has already started to suspect that little bearded man. And I have you here. I have you right here, Sophia. And that sheriff would allow me to make one phone call to tell the world. You may have wanted to kill me before, but you couldn't even do it now, and you know it.
You can't hide forever, Lionel.
I won't have to. Because you're going to clear me.
Oh, no.
Yes! You're going to give Mason every bit of that phony evidence.
No. I don't care who you talk to or what you threaten. I don't care what happens to me because I'm going to see you go to jail for murdering my son.
Come on. Come on.
For now.
Come on.
No, Lionel. There is nowhere to run. Where are you going? I'm not jumping off the train with you.
Yes, you are. You know what'll happen to either one of us if they catch us? Now, come on!
Hey, buddy, you okay?
Yes, I believe so. What happened?
He came in from behind and hit...
Who are you?
Don't worry. Badge is enough for you to see. Who hit you from behind?
I don't know. I did not see him.
This guy?
Could be, yes. I don't know.
You traveling with anybody else who might have seen him?
No.
Well, unless you got a lot of vicious types running around on this train, I think it's safe to say our man's still on board. Let's go.
Now take a deep breath. Keep your knees loose. Remember to tumble and fall to the side of the track. Can you remember that? Stuck.
They probably locked it from the outside. At the last stop, they know you're on the train. Now you're trapped, Lionel, like the rat that you are.
Come on. Come on.
Gina. Hi. I missed your Christmas. Oh, honey. Recognize this? Oh, it fits. You're an artistic type. You're so picky about what you wear. Oh, I love it. Oh, good. You look wonderful.
She certainly does.
Thank you. And Susie, thank you for sending your helicopter to come get me. I'll tell you, it was a beautiful ride up the coast. I felt sort of jet set, I guess.
Well, Summer, where have you been? Warren's been knocking down our door at regular intervals, you know.
He doesn't know I'm here? I've been in Los Angeles.
Most people come to Santa Barbara to get away from L.A., not vice versa.
Yeah.
Eden, didn't you say you had some reports you wanted to go over with me?
Yeah, they're in the study.
All right. Would you excuse us?
Okay, bye-bye.
You know, I really don't want Warren to know I'm back. Is he very angry with me? Oh, no. Eden exaggerates. He's been here a few times. No, he's not really angry. He was just hurt and confused. But I don't think he is right now. I've missed him. Summer, I know I should have asked you first, but I just had to tell him what happened to you. Why you left. You told him about the race. Yes. Okay? It's okay. You're entitled to know. He was very good to me. What did he say? He said he understood, and none of it mattered to him. He said he loved you very much. Well, it won't be long now. Summer, if you change your mind and you want to see him, no, I can't. I'll be able to see him soon. Gee, it's not that I don't want to. It's just that, I know myself better now than I ever have. And I'm not ready. I would only hurt him again and make myself feel angry and guilty for not being over it. I'm not over it. And I have to face it. It's going to take time. What's that for? Wonderful. I'm just so happy to see you like this. I felt so awful about what happened with Hank. I know he was with his family, not you. Gina, what happened, nobody's fault but Hank. It's not mine, and it's certainly not yours. You know, it's been so good for me. And my therapist tonight, sometimes when I tell her the crazy things that I did to keep it all hidden, keep it a secret, we can actually sit there together and laugh. Do you know what that means to me? I wondered if I would be able to laugh again. And 3 times a week, I meet with a group of women who have been through the same kind of experiences, sometimes much worse. And you know, they know how I feel, and I trust them. And when I'm with them, I feel like we're all going to come through it together. Maybe I even love Warren too. But I won't know until I've worked through all those scary feelings and find out what's underneath. I owe it to him to be a whole person first. No, I owe it to me.
At least no one could see us if we jump from here, but jumping between cars is pretty risky. You think you can?
Let's check these compartments.
You always said that you were better than the parts you played. Well, now's your time to prove it. Otherwise, you'll have a command performance before C.C. Campwell tonight. Got it? Now answer it.
Ma'am, but have you seen this man on the train?
Yes, I certainly have.
Where?
Well, that's why my nerves are in such a state. I mean, this man came and banged down this door and gave me such a horrible look. I mean, I was really afraid for my life.
Did you see which way he went?
Yes, I certainly did. He went down that way, and I hope he catches me before I hurt somebody.
Don't you worry, ma'am.
Thank you.
You'd find it amusing if you gave me a heart attack.
I just thought you needed a little reminder, Lionel. But you need me a lot more than I need you. Now it's time. I think we strike a deal.
There's only one deal to be made. That is that I don't charge you with planting that evidence. You clear me of Channing's murder.
Oh, no. I told you that's not negotiable.
Then there's no deal.
If you think you might change your mind, there's another deal to be made.
So at this writing, none of the precious artifacts has been recovered. Mrs. Lockridge expresses hope daily as more of the artifacts from the tragic wreck wash ashore. She related the story of one good Samaritan who used his own team of horses to transport her wardrobe and desk to the Lockridge warehouse on the waterfront. The original was easier to read than that. Lockridge. Residence. Lockridge. Warehouse, lot 170. Santa Bárbara, 1910. 1910. Okay. Lockridge. Warehouse. 1906. Destroyed by fire. June 23. June 23. Newspapers. Sweeps waterfront wharves. Including the Lockridge Company warehouse, where such valuables as could be saved from ruin were moved to...
Ted! Oh, we hung up while we were disconnected.
Well, what did you say? Where are they?
He said that he and Mike are fine, and they just needed some time away from everything. He didn't say where they were? No, that's it. Hit and run.
Damn, Mason. You haven't been going around spreading stories about your mother.
Daddy, they've only been gone overnight. He can take care of himself. He's responsible.
I hope.
I'm going to call back. Now, where are you?
You're getting a little sure of yourself, partner. How are you?
Fine. It's false alarms for me. I guess Joe's appointment's taking longer than he thought. Oh, I thought you were taking a nap.
Reed never sleeps. How'd you make out at the library?
Well, the newspaper records from before 1900 were on microfilm. The machines were busy, so then you fill out all these forms, and they said they'd get back to me when they dig it out.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, you want to take a look at Amanda Lockridge's desk?
Where?
Meet me at Gutierrez Collectibles in 15 minutes.
Wait. What's the address?
And look it up at the library.
Well, where is it? No.
Actually, I am kind of glad that we've got this time alone. You know, it's never going to be easy for me to admit that I've made a mistake.
Is this about Joe not being able to find a decent job, Daddy?
Well, yes, indirectly.
So you're saying that you did have something to do with it?
No, I'm not. But maybe they were friends and business associates of mine that thought that they would be afraid they would be displeasing me if they were hiring Joe.
I see.
I want to try to make that up to him, honey, to both of you.
How?
Well, it's obvious that the two of you are in love. I mean, it's finally gotten through to me. And I believe that not one person should dictate to another, especially his daughter, what makes her happy. I've been trying to live your life, and I'm saying that I'm not going to do that anymore. I want just what you want.
Daddy, that means so much to me. And to Joe. All he's ever wanted was for you to come to the wedding and give me away.
Well, I would like to do more than that for you if you'd let me. Honey, I want to give you the biggest wedding that Santa Bárbara has ever seen. Now, don't say no, kid. If for no other reason, then I'm sure you and Joe could use all the wedding gifts.
Yeah, I'm sure we can. There's so many days I've dreamed of having a blender.
Well, you may end up with 50. Now, I also want to do something special for Joe, to show him my good faith. We'll offer him a job with the exploratory drilling division of mine. Now, his experience with drilling water wells is perfectly suited for that. And he's got some knowledge of geological surveys and soil analysis.
I don't know, Daddy. Joe's so proud, you know?
I know, but what's the difference if I offer him a job that's perfectly suited for him myself, or call all my cronies in town and tell them to stop hassling him?
Do you really mean it?
Of course I do. But I must tell you, I've got something very selfish in mind when I'm saying this. I want to stop the strain that we have between us. I need the love and the support of my family now more than I've ever had. And I think it's only fair that I give it back in return.
Daddy, I don't think there was ever a time when I didn't love you.
I told you, Warren said he wanted the coin back for his collection.
But you just said he later told you he had no collection. Didn't you want another explanation after all he put you through?
Well, he said he was going to give it to someone.
As a gift.
Yes.
To whom?
Mason, I know the coin was important to Warren. I don't know what he did with it.
Summer, are you aware that Warren's father is being held for the murder of Channing Capwell Jr.? Yes, my half-brother.
No, I didn't.
Are you aware of Warren ever having done anything illegal?
I never saw him do anything like that.
Summer, I'm not asking you what you saw.
Mason?
Let me put it another way. Do you know if Warren ever tried to conceal or destroy evidence to protect his father?
I don't think I would know what was evidence and what wasn't.
You're being evasive.
Yes. No, that needs my signature. Stay right here. I'll be back in a minute.
Are you all right, honey? Yeah, good. Well, you're really a whiz at this. I used to be a stenographer myself.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. She didn't say.
Well, let her go. She's not giving me what I want anyway. I think I might have her luck if I keep her in town and use her during the trial.
You're thinking of going back to CC?
Yes, I am, and the children, if I can. I'm going to be the one to decide when and if I tell them I'm alive.
Huh? You get me off the hook, and you can stay dead as long as you like. Otherwise, your kids are going to get a hell of a shock tomorrow when they see our picture in the morning's papers.
And so will yours, Lionel. When they hear that every painting that you claim was on the Amanda Lockridge is a fake, along with almost every painting in your mother's private collection. Lionel Lockridge, a loss for words, a historic moment.
You play a mean poker hand, lady. Sometimes people call it blackmail. How'd you find out?
I heard you and your forger friend, Elizabeth Peel, gloating one night.
Oh, on one of your midnight raids on my home, huh? How did you know that Minx's paintings were forgeries?
You're so repulsively conceited, Lionel. You think you had the perfect crime. You're cheating your mother, stealing her original paintings, a few every year, and replacing them with fakes.
I would do anything to help my family. To keep them from going under. Anything.
Well, really, Lionel, most people get a job. You seem to dirty your hands with theft and murder.
Well, I gambled, didn't I? I'll tell you something. Humiliation is a lot better than a life in prison. So, maybe I will get a job, huh? But not until I've told everybody about you planting that evidence.
Oh, really, Lionel? And what's the penalty for murder? What about your attempted murder? What about your trying to kill me? And Mason will have a witness this time, won't he? He'll have a living witness.
Now,
he'll have
listen to me!
Because you tried to kill my...
Will you listen to me? I didn't do it, Sophia. I didn't do it. Okay. Okay, you have a deal. I won't tell them. I won't tell them about the planting of the evidence or anything else have you done. If you won't tell them about attempted murder or the planting of the forgeries. All right?
I don't think we have anything more to discuss, Lionel. Why don't you get out of here?
Oh, we have a lot more to discuss, Sophia. A lot more. I'll see you again. And the first thing I want to know is what happened in those 15 years that I thought you were dead. Hey, hold it! Hold it! Please!
Well, it appears we've finally seen the last of your Mr. Lockridge. Sophia, you're safe from him now. Is that not what you always wanted?
Give you two some iced tea.
No, thank you.
Joe, isn't this wonderful? This is the kind of wedding we have been talking about since high school.
Kelly, we're not kids anymore.
Now I know how you are about getting a job. But what's the difference if Daddy hired somebody else, or... I wish you could have heard him explain it.
I guess what she's trying to say, Joe, is that I'm making you a legitimate offer. We need good people in that area.
It's the kind of job you've been looking for.
Now, I'm a good businessman. And I'd be a fool if I didn't want to take your experience and put it to work for me rather than a competitor, right?
Joe?
I can't help wondering if you had the same talk with Peter when he and Kelly were engaged.
Yes, I did offer Peter a job. He was happy to take it. A little too happy, I realize now. But I have never begged anyone to work for me before, if that's what you're asking.
Then why are you begging me? There are a lot of guys who do what I do.
Oh, come on, Joe. I'm just trying to welcome you to the family the best way I know how. I know you love Kelly, and I know you're not after our money.
Mr. Caplow, you've got nothing that I want, and I'm glad that you realize that. But I think the point here is that I've got something you want, and you don't like that.
And what might that be?
Your daughter. She loves me and I love her. Now, you've got all the money in the world, an endless supply. But, Kelly, you can't replace.
Wait a second. No one is being bought and sold here, all right? If you don't like the job, Joe, you can quit.
Kelly, this is not about a job. It is about buying you back into the family. It would be like having a mortgage that we could never repay. The next thing he's going to ask us to move in.
Joe, I was never not in my family. I can't change that. And to be honest with you, I don't want to.
Joe, I'm not forcing you to take this job. It was just an idea, not a condition.
I expect your father's losing some of his enthusiasm for our wedding, Kelly.
This wedding is not a special favor. Any father would do this for his daughter.
Our wedding is supposed to celebrate something special between you and me, not you and your father.
Here it is. Now, normally, in the new building out front, I get mad if somebody calls my junk junk. But this junk is junk. Do you know how long this barn-like place has been here?
1904. It was a salvage company back then until 1912 when it was sold to Manistee Wrecking. And then when they went bankrupt in 1929, or was it 30?
What do you want to see this dump for anyhow?
Oh, I'm crazy. Anyway, in In 1953, it became Gutierrez Collectibles, and it's been in your family ever since. That's a record.
Are you from the Internal Revenue?
No, I'm a history buff.
Well, I got nothing against people studying history, unless it's mine. Well, browse around. You can't hurt much here anyhow.
Okay, just a second before you go. How much would you take for this broken down old desk?
$20.
You got yourself, I hope, a deal.
You've got to stop reading those history books, hot stuff. Oh, shoot. I would have paid you $20 to get it out of here. Now you got to haul it out yourself. Oh, what a deal.
Yeah, well, my mother dropped me on my head when I was a baby. All right, water damage. Certainly in suitably terrible shape.
Wait, makes me want to take a bath. What did you do to that old woman out there? She's like as happy as a clam.
I just stole a fortune right out from under her nose.
This is it?
This is it.
Did you take anything out of the drawers?
Oh, you don't think I'd double-cross you, do you?
I think you can be very sneaky when you want to be.
Oh, I've been waiting for you to show up.
Oh, boy, does this look old and worthless.
Look, we're in this together. Let's cooperate, shall we?
Okay, you do that now. Oh, my God. What? I just put my hand into something really gross. Oh!
Like soggy 100-year-old paper?
Oh, I don't think so. What about this one on the bottom? It didn't have a drawer. I didn't have a thing on it, so I opened it. But there's a logbook. It said the diary was in the rear compartment of the desk. Ugh!
Well, this rear is solid. It's all one piece. I bet you it's, let's see. I bet you it's back there behind that drawer. Maybe there's a lock on it or something.
Well, that's an idea. Oh, wait! I just don't like noise unless I make it myself.
Great, Roderick, everybody hit the floor! This is your last chance!